Scratch that morning itch on the home of the Woody Show. Alt 98.7.
All in or all out.
LA's new alternative.
This program will be recorded. Actually, I understand what you're saying. You just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
This is the Woody Show.
It's another new hour of insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's a Monday morning. It's November the 20th, 2023. And like we said, it's like a Monday, a.k.a. Thursday.
I love it.
At least around here. Short week for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I hope you have that. I hope you're going to get to live that dream, too. Mm-hmm. We are. It's November the 20th, 2023. I'm Woody. That's Ravy.
Good morning.
There's Greg Gorey.
Good morning, Wood.
Menace is here.
What is up, Woody?
There's Seabass. We got Sammy.
Morning.
There's Bort. There's Caroline. Morgan's here. Vaughn's here. Phones are open. 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. Hit us up with a text over to 22987. Yeah, so it's today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are going to be off enjoying Thanksgiving with our friends and family. Hopefully, like I said, you're doing the same. There will be a show on the air Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It won't be a brand new show, but if you haven't heard it, it's new to you. And then we'll be back on Monday morning with this time next week with a brand new show.
That'll be here before we know it.
I know. I specifically remember last year when we walked out the door for just a couple days off for the Thanksgiving break, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. We got this big, basically a long weekend.
Right.
And it went so fast, it felt like a regular weekend. And I remember thinking, like, that's it? Because I had a very vivid memory of leaving work that day, like pulling out of the garage. And then before I knew, I was waiting for the garage to open so I can pull in on that Monday afterwards.
Right.
I'm like, damn it.
Just here.
Yeah. Just here.
So much pulling out, pulling in.
Everybody else took
A lot
the
of
week
pulling
off.
out. Right?
Yeah.
I know. A lot
We're
of
doing it wrong.
Yeah, I think we're one of the only shows that are on at all this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, we could run around the halls.
Yeah, very few.
I'm going to take my shirt off.
To Ravy, you can take your shirt off.
Yeah.
What's new, right?
I know.
Just
You know what
another
I'm saying?
day that ends in Y.
Kidding.
So Greg's got some of the trending news headlines coming up. Oh, I did want to add a couple of things to my list of annoyances.
Oh, my God,
okay.
Wood. The list of things that don't annoy you.
We don't have.
Oh,
It's
who
good-
are you?
We don't have enough
shorter.
paper.
To be fair, Greg,
Yeah,
who is she to
every
throw
s-
stones at me?
But
Every smell, every taste.
right, but that list doesn't increase.
Yes, it does.
It's just cemented.
Oh,
No, that's not true at all.
I have not brought a new annoyance to the table.
Because you don't talk
A
about
long
them.
time.
Ravy's list is laminated.
And
Yeah.
right, I have a laminated annoyance list.
But she doesn't talk. See, I make notes that I can bring it up.
If I had a new one, I would bring it to the table.
You know why? Because it's relatable. See,
Yeah, exactly.
and there's people that go, "Yeah, me
What
too."
annoys you now?
Okay, so there's a new restaurant. My stepmom and dad, they're here, and my stepmother loves Mexican food. There's a new Mexican place right by my house,
Okay.
right? And I've heard different. I've heard it's really good, but when I said, "Is it like your standard, like Mexican dishes, like the regular
Yeah,
menu,
traditional
enchiladas
stuff,
and
yeah.
tacos and
Yeah.
burritos and stuff like that, or
Yeah.
is it more like an elevated, because it looks
the fancy.
on the outside, it looks kind of like one of those like fancier places. You know what I mean? And I'm want to go there because it's also like they call it a tequila bar. So it's a Mexican restaurant / tequila bar. I'm like, rip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it leads me to believe it might be a little hipster, right? So I just want to see what the menu is because I know like she just wants like the regular stuff,
Okay.
And so I went on their website to look at their menu, and I've seen this a number of times, and it always pisses me off. Their website has the menu as a PDF that you have to download.
Okay.
Just have the menu up there.
Yeah. They make it too hard.
Yeah.
Dude, you're looking for the menu. It's like, download the PDF of our menu. Why? Just, you have a website. Just
Right.
put it up on the website. All right, so that's number one.
I agree.
Right, okay.
I totally agree.
Also,
Sometimes
restaurants
finding the menu is the hardest thing to find.
Also, and by the way, it's more of a hipster type Mexican menu.
Establishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then the other one I'll add to that, Greg, just because I know you agree. And if you're still doing QR code menus this far after COVID,
Stop it.
Just have like a regular menu.
So many places still do it, too.
Yeah, it takes so much longer to go through because like you're zooming in, zooming out, moving over, zooming back in, zooming out. Like
It's awful.
Yeah.
Sucks. I hated those from day one, though.
Yeah. I understood it.
Greg was on board with the hate.
Yeah. Like, I understood
Early.
it when it first started, but then, no.
Well, remember how we all got COVID from touching menus?
Oh, right. Right.
Oh, so dumb.
I was willing to put up with it just to be able to eat inside of a restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I never loved
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but I get it.
It's
All
probably
right.
a good way to cut expenses, though.
Yeah, definitely.
And then number 2, I've already got people with their pronouns listed on their social media and their email profiles on my list.
Mhm.
But now I'd like to add people who have all opinions are my own on their social media profiles.
Oh, yeah? That's
Oh,
a new thing?
No,
Yeah.
that's not a new.
That's
It's
the
not a
whole
new
thing?
thing. It just, I realized that I've just noticed it more, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I know it's been around for a while.
Yeah, it's just people that work for companies. They always put that in the
No.
profile.
That's the thing. These people, get over yourself. Unless your job title's CEO or communications or PR director for a company, it's obvious and unnecessary.
That's what I would think.
99%
Who
of
else's
people,
opinion would
because
it
I've
be?
noticed that 90, and these are some people that I know, 99.9% of the people that have this are people who have a job that's the equivalent to like flipping burgers or working in a cube. You're punching numbers in the spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Nobody is confusing your take on social as McDonald's official position on a topic.
Right.
Nobody.
And if I'm looking at it, I'm assuming it's your opinion.
You have 30 followers.
Yeah.
Nobody's confusing it with the official position for anything other than your opinion.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that, but people have been fired for less, right?
Yeah, and I mean that doesn't.
But not because the company's like, oh well, this person who's
You've been
on
representing
on the
us.
janitorial staff
Yeah, but
is
that doesn't
confusing
even-
the public with our opinion with their opinion.
Yeah, the janitor doesn't have that on his social
Oh,
media
you'd be
profile.
surprised. That's like a
I don't know
super
if I've
basic
even
bitch
seen it,
thing.
to be
Oh,
honest.
dude, maybe you're just not noticing. Like I said, I know it's been around for a while. I just noticed.
It
Yeah.
doesn't protect them though.
No.
Right.
And that's the other thing.
Oh,
That's the other
okay.
thing.
I see what you mean.
It's not going to go, well, I did have on my profile that said, my opinions are not that of my company that I work for. Oh, they're going to go, oh, well, never mind.
Yeah. It's in writing.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of like siding with Ravy. I don't know if I have new annoyances lately. So I'm thinking
Well, no, I
about
mean, Greg has
Just
plenty.
I'm still
have-
annoyed by the same stuff.
Right, like I still
Yeah.
have plenty of annoyances for sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I have any new ones lately. I did have a question for you guys though. I told you one of my annoyances is that my neighbors take their garbage out
Yeah,
days
that's
early
out all the
yeah.
time.
and then leave them out days after garbage day.
And so the cans are out 4 out of the 7 days.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mega unsightly. So the other day, I saw my neighbor when I was walking the dog, and they were both on a walk as well. And I noticed they looked very angry at me. Maybe they,
Ooh.
because I know that I give them the stink eye when they get home on garbage day. The cans have been emptied, and then they just walk into their house.
They're offenders.
I'm like, come
Oh,
on!
no.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it, at least be cool.
Yeah.
They didn't even say hi to me on the walk, and I thought,
Wow.
well, because I'm the,
damn.
Wow.
the
Yeah.
garbage cop.
No. Oh, I'm gonna be using that bin washing thing today.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
there's a lot of
I
companies
need
where
to do
they'll
that
come wash
too.
their bins.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Mine are covered in cobwebs and
Yeah.
they're so gross. I don't even want to touch them.
Oh, they stink so bad from all the dog-ish.
I
Okay,
bet.
now, here's some fallout from people on social. One would be Elon Musk. Have you seen some of the stories about this?
Yeah, I did. There was a lot of advertisers that pulled.
Yes, a ton. So Disney and ESPN went dark. Some other companies as well. Apple have stopped advertising
On Twitter?
yeah. So this is in response to Elon posting, "You have said the actual truth," in response to another post claiming that Jews push hatred against white people. And so that caused all kinds of, backlash about the anti-Semitic behavior from Elon Musk. And so now Tesla investors are calling for his suspension.
Oh, is the Tesla stock taking a dump?
The First American Trust CEO says there's no excuse for spreading the hatred by any CEO of any publicly traded company, and that Tesla's board should place him on leave for a month or two.
Stock
always-
looks okay to me.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, it's Elon. It's not the first time
Yeah,
he said
Elon.
stuff like that. Now, when Elon says something, I could see where that would, he may post, not that it'll change anything. Now, if he has something on there, like, oh, my opinion is, that's the kind of person I understand. Like, all right, fine.
Has to have that.
Right. Again, not that in the point that Menace made, not that it changes anything. Even if he had that, Disney and Apple and everybody else would still be, I'm sure, pooling advertising.
Right,
But
but
again,
not if
going
this-
back to what Greg says all the time, Like, you don't have to
Right.
Share every thought.
share every thought.
Even if you think that, believe that. Why
Yeah.
are you posting that?
Probably because he's got billions of dollars. He probably doesn't even care.
But why?
But why
When-
put it out in the world
Why
to begin with?
Yeah. Why ruffle feathers when you know it's going to be controversial?
Probably because he doesn't care. That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't even think about that. I don't even think he thinks like, oh, well, this could happen. Like, I think when you're that rich sometimes, or he's so weird anyway. But I think when you're weird and rich like that,
Yeah.
it probably doesn't even cross your mind.
Weird and rich shouldn't be an excuse for hatred like that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I don't know why, people. Oh, I don't know why people would do that. I don't know what were they thinking. Well, they weren't.
True.
Half the time, like, you hear these criminals
But
or whatever.
see, I don't believe that in the case of Elon Musk. I think everything he does is calculated.
Yeah.
Well, they also said there's these tech guys that I follow. I haven't read his book or listened to his book, but they said that Elon Musk is definitely self-destructive, where he needs to be in chaos. That's where he feels
He
comfortable.
thrives, yeah.
He thrives in it because
That's weird.
anytime that he's like doing really well,
Yeah.
he always
has to
does
blow it up some
something
way?
stupid.
Because you want to be, So
Yeah.
the psychological part of that, I've
Yeah.
heard before. Like, I've known people who are like that. This one person, not a friend. This is just a person, like a former coworker. This guy would get fired every, 6 months. He'd have like a new job, and I'm like, man, what's going on with this guy? And of course, because he got fired so many places. At one point, I worked with him, and somebody said that he actually ended up going to therapy, and he was told because this, what you were saying, that whenever things are good, and I understand this part, when things are good, you're waiting for the shoe to drop, and he wants to be in control of when the shoe drops. So things go well, the new job's going pretty well, he's like, and he pulls basically the ripcord, and he does something to sabotage or to test to see if it will sabotage.
Because he figures it will anyway?
Yes. And they'll see, so he doesn't want to be caught off guard, so he does something, even if he's not like completely consciously thinking like this is going to blow something up,
Right.
he becomes like destructive or like self-destructive.
Like he doesn't
Self-sabotage.
trust it. Yeah.
Yeah, you start pushing or testing limits because he needs that control.
Right.
He doesn't want to be caught off guard.
I can't
really
say
weird.
I relate to that.
I don't relate to that either.
That's very weird.
don't want to relate to that.
No, I-
Is what I'm trying to say.
You know,
Yeah.
things are good.
I don't relate to that
You
either.
know what?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mess
I'm
it
just
up.
gonna.
Because it's going to
Screw
happen
myself.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, so what
Dumbest.
do you think, Menace, on Elon Musk? Do you think he's truly hateful? Ravi says he's hateful.
That he's hateful.
I didn't say he's hateful. I just said I think he's more calculated than you give him credit for.
Well, no,
That-
you did say something
I'm
about that
questioning
comment.
why you putting something so hateful out
Yeah.
into the
That
world.
he's like you're trying to say that he's constantly pushing an agenda,
Yeah.
which I kind of can see that as well. I mean, I think he has his own ideas on how he wants things run, and then he focuses on making that happen.
Seabass is not in the room,
No.
but he's also waiting on his cyber truck.
That's true.
So
I don't know if he's
I
gonna
guarantee
say
this is the
anything.
one thing you wouldn't have anything to say anything about Elon.
Yeah.
Other than he loves him.
Oh, actually, Elon's
Right.
he's the best.
I want to be your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, he would love to.
877-44-WOODY. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. Somebody said, I went to a restaurant. They had a physical menu for the food, but the beer menu was a QR code. Why? Just have a physical beer menu as well.
Maybe it just
I wonder if it
changes a
changes.
lot.
It probably
Probably
changes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
They have their
a
IPA
rotate.
of the week.
Okay, but
Yeah,
what'd you
exactly.
do before the QR code? You know? Like, can
true.
you just print it out?
Usually
it's a piece of paper.
Usually, like a chalkboard at those
Yeah,
types of
have your
places.
chalkboard, stuff like that. That is goofy.
Yeah. It's probably because it changes a lot.
All right, we're going to take a break. Greg's got some of the trending news headlines coming up for us next. Hang on.
You asked for an answer. I gave you a question.
The Woody Show. Back in a bit. All 98.7.
Throat irritations can get in the way of a good day. You want to feel confident they won't be a disruption at your job or just living your life. New Ricola Throat Balm offers an entirely new way to coat and protect your throat with a liquid center with honey and a smooth caramel-flavored coating. It's the perfect drop of protection to add to your routine. Add a little care to your cart with new Ricola Throat Balm. Coat your throat. Ricola. For your free sample, just say to Alexa, ask send me a sample for Ricola Throat Balm. You have a choice when it comes to who supplies your home's electricity and natural gas. Choose Direct Energy. Enjoy simple, straightforward energy plans designed with you in mind. Find your plan today at directenergy.com/choice.
There's so much to be thankful for. Family, friends, food, and NFL football all week long. DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping your Thanksgiving week full of action. New customers can bet just $5 on the NFL action to score 150 instantly in bonus bets. No matter your appetite, there's something for you. Money lines, parlays, props, live bets, and so much more. You name it, they've got it. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code IHEART. New customers can bet $5 on the NFL Thanksgiving action to score 150 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, with code IHEART. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. 21 and over. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
Pro football player Travis Kelce is pressed for time during the football season, so he does two things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing,
Two things at once!
or getting this